I was very skeptical about clicking this, but I'm going to for you guys. I trust James. I was always told not to click links, but here we go. Let's do it.
So speaking of people who disappear and come back more valuable,
we got James O'Keefe on the line.
We got the Bitcoin of investigative reporters.
Coach Colin here, coolest high performance coach in the world. And if you want the absolute best takes to the podcasts and videos you love, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. I'm wasting no time. It's more James O'Keefe. Now I know you might be thinking, you've been posting a lot about James O'Keefe. Well, he's been doing a lot. So I'm going to be posting a lot. Now, I was going to post one episode. Really, I was about to post it, and then a development happened, and I decided, let me just delete everything I just did, make a whole new episode just for you guys right now. So let's get into the first part of it. Benny Johnson received a call from James O'Keefe on the Tim Cast, hosted by Tim Pool, if that's not enough names for you at once, right? So we're going to be covering that because James says some very interesting things in the call that he has. Then we're going to be covering a tweet that he made maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. And that's also a very telling tweet. And it's actually a development in OMG, the O'Keefe Media Group. Let's get into it. All right. So here we go. Let me just get right into it. Let me turn my mic down.
Actually have your video we're going to play in a second.
So James, what's the premise?
Hey, the premise is like Uber for journalism. We're going to be sending thousands of cameras to people all over the world. And we've already have a few hundred that have emailed us today, and they want to wear the camera. So our website's going to be totally dedicated to equipping, mobilizing, empowering, and training citizen journalists on the scale of likes you've never seen before in your life. And so many people, after what happened to me after the Pfizer story, were inspired. So we're just going to do this on a massive scale now. And you have the website. It's live. I was inspired by Benny's film noir, his style. And we had me getting out of a black car. I don't know if you caught that joke, Tim. We also had me stealing someone's sandwich.
Yep.
Little product placement there. I
Stealing
don't know if you guys get that. It's an inside joke. You have to read between the lines. And then some little dancing because people don't like when I dance. It really upsets demons when I dance. They don't like that at all. They get really angry about me being artistic. So a lot in there. OMG, O'Keefe Media Group. And thank you guys for just being good people, for being real. I hope to
same to you, man.
Come visit you down there.
Yeah, come by anytime. We're going to play your video, and we're going to talk about your new venture. And we're going to talk about corporate press and all that stuff in a moment.
Yeah, I want to come down there and talk to you about corporate press and ownership, and I've just learned so much. But definitely piss off the haters. Share that video of me dancing, getting out of black cars, stealing sandwiches. Sandwiches always taste better when they were in the hands of a pregnant lady.
Wow. I missed that part. I just saw that this happened. So the real interesting thing that he said there, it's like Uber for journalists. Now, really think of that concept. We all know what Uber is, right? So it's just anybody with a car can drive. So now he's bringing up the premise of like anybody who has a story can be a journalist, or maybe anybody who has a camera or can be a journalist. It's a really interesting way of putting it. An Uber for journalists. Really, really cool. Let me just play the rest of the clip.
So,
well, you would know, James.
The way it is. I say that tongue in cheek, okay? Just for all of you listeners, I'm being a little ironic there.
Right on.
But thanks, Tim.
No, seriously, man. Good work. Appreciate it.
One question, James. What are you working on right now?
Oh, gee. I mean, first of all, we have a follow up on the Pfizer story. We got a massive tip. A lot of 3-letter government agency stuff coming in through our pipeline. And what aren't we working on? I'm in the little war room with 10 people. These are ride or die people. These are really good people that are been working 15 hours a day over the last few days. So you'll see our next story in the coming days, guys. It's going to be big.
That's how you're going to turn this around in days? That's unbelievable.
Days.
I mean,
that's how we roll. That's how we roll at O'Keefe Media Group. OMG.
OMG.
I love the name.
Right
the
on,
name
man.
is so good.
Well, we got to get you out here sometime. So as soon as you
I
can.
would love to. I want to have I've learned a lot about.
So that's the end of that clip. But that was the other interesting thing. You can expect in a few days that O'Keefe is going to be dropping something about You know how I treat that name. It's like Voldemort. I saw what happened to him the other day on Russell Brand's podcast. So, but in a couple days, we should be expecting something. Now, is this going to be just somebody being recorded on camera? Is this going to be some kind of documentary, or is this going to be just one of those good old-fashioned stings that James is so well known for? I have no idea, but OMG has an Instagram, they have a Twitter, so they have a YouTube channel, so you can expect it all there. If you don't have time to be jumping from all three of those platforms like crazy, you just come right back here. I will make sure that you get that information ASAP. Now, let's jump into the next thing. James O'Keefe just tweeted this. So, let me read this off for you guys. Are you a citizen journalist? Is your first loyalty to the citizens? Is your first obligation to truth? Are you fearless? No J school diploma needed. Just fearlessness and integrity. Fill out our form here. Now, this is form.jotform.com. I was very skeptical about clicking this, but I'm going to for you guys. I trust James. I was always told not to click links, but here we go. Let's do it. Okay, my whole computer didn't explode. Beautiful. All right. So this is the form. First name, last name, telephone number, location. Let's see who they're opening it up to. So this is all states. So right now it's just open up to America. Sorry about that. Yeah, I see the errors. Okay. So it's just open to America right now. Email address. Let's see here. Tell us a bit about yourself. What are your interests? What might you do for work? What areas of corruption do you see yourself exposing? Wow. What corruption do you see around you in your daily life? Whoa. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. And then it says here, please send an up-to-date photo of yourself holding a covert camera and or a piece of paper with your name and the date on it. This is, Russell Brand said the other day while he was talking to James, he said, this is very Fight Club. And it's like James O'Keefe is the new Tyler Durden. He really is. He's asking people to do some, like, this is like Project Mayhem. Like, this is so interesting. The reason it's so interesting to me here is when it says, tell us about the corruption that's around you in your daily life. That, like, what areas of corruption do you see yourself exposing? So this is almost like just open. It's open to you. Like, what do you see in your daily life? Have you been seeing certain government officials doing certain things? Okay, let us know how you're going to go about doing it. Have you been, like, are you a police officer and you're seeing certain things? That would be something. When people in law enforcement and the government start adopting this, things are going to get very interesting. Even in banks, even in restaurants. But maybe James doesn't want to tackle restaurants. See, that's why it's interesting to me, because when you say what corruption do you see in your daily life, that could be a lot of different things. That could be a father doing the unthinkable, to one of his kids. That could be violence you see, domestic violence that you're seeing. That could be somebody, stealing money. That could be theft. That could be drug dealing. That could be, like, it could be so many different things. So this is a wild idea. This is a wild idea. See, this is one of those ideas where I'm just like, are they going to let him do this? Are they going to let him really pull this off? It really does make me wonder. I'm hoping that the answer is yes, because I'm really hopeful for this project. It's an amazing project, but I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Let me go back here. And then O'Keefe Media Group, citizen journalist info request. Wow. I've never seen anything like this, man. I've never seen anything like this. And I know you haven't either. BuzzFeed, Vice, they used to, like, pick up random creators to, like, make, like, shows, like, horror shows and mystery shows and stuff like that. But never have we seen a media group be like, I want you to come and expose the corruption in your area. Now, a bit of a caveat that I will bring up. This could turn into people policing each other to a bad extent. Like I do hear, like, in North Korea, people used to, or still do even, they police each other quite a bit, and it actually helps the regime stay in power. So that's my only worry. But it seems like James wants people to focus on companies and industries and not just on one another. But we'll have to see that pan out. That's all I wanted to bring to you guys. If there's any more O'Keefe news, and listen, there's going to be. I just got to put it out there. I know you might be tired of it, but there's going to be more. He said in the next few days there's going to be a story breaking. So I'm definitely going to be bringing that to you guys the second that I hear it. I'm working on 3 hours of sleep right now, so I am going to drink some coffee. But thank you so much for watching. If you found any value in this video, please hit subscribe. We're coming out with a new show this weekend. I think I'm going to record the episode tomorrow, and I think I'm going to have it out by Saturday or Sunday. So there's a new show coming. Should I tell you the title? It's called Date Night News.